Welcome back. Think Education is an advanced higher education institution with a difference, and its point of difference has become very appealing for those students who don't want a conventional university experience. So what was the thinking outside the square that brought about this award-winning educational business? Linda Brown is CEO of Think Education, and she joins me now. Linda, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Was I adventurous in calling it a business?
It is a business. I mean, education's our business, you know, and we're also a private provider.
Yeah.
So
who owns it?
At the moment, Laureate Universities. So global universities, the largest private provider in the world. Bill Clinton's our Chancellor, which is stunning.
That's cool.
Part of 75 universities and 800,000 students now. So exciting.
So people are used to universities being inside a wall and that sort of stuff. What does the premises of Think Education look like?
At the moment, we're building 2 brand new campuses, so they're changing as you speak. And for us, really, we have premises and we have campuses, classrooms, very business focused, business areas, incubator pods in there for students to actually start their own businesses. So
it's in Sydney? It's in Sydney?
We have Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane. So
are they buildings like in the sky, vertical campuses, or are they spread out, sprawling campuses? Spread
out. They're really where business is. So what we've tried to do is put campuses near to where people will work and where they'll have employment.
Okay. Give us a typical profile of a student.
Yeah, the students that we have tend to be students that are really clear about where they want to go and what their career is. I think the difference at Think is that we've been really loud and proud about being a higher education provider that's not about research. We're really there to get people into employment and careers. So if you look at our portfolio around health and wellness, design, business, hospitality, we really are into applied learning and getting students as connected as quickly as we can to their dream of that employment.
What percentage of part-timers and full-timers?
Yeah, it kind of mixed. It's mixed across 8 of the colleges that we have in Think Education, and a lot are self-employed as well. So, you know, it ranges from 40% up to 80%, depending on what the discipline is.
And when you get a degree, does the degree come from Think Education, or does it come from Laureate University?
No, it's an Australian degree with the same credibility of any other Australian degree through the same regulator, and it's accredited by one of our 8 colleges.
Oh, okay. Okay. So can you give us the name of those colleges, in case people know those colleges?
Yeah. I mean, we've got a variety of different colleges, and we've got APM, which is our business college. We've got, you know, William Blue, which is our hospitality college.
It's William, but it used to be Billy Blue in the old days.
Yeah, but Billy Blue is our design college.
Okay,
so they're the innovative design college that I think is incredibly well known in Sydney, and we're working hard with our students to get that recognised in Brisbane and Melbourne.
Okay, great. So, tell us why the whole thing came about.
Yeah, I think we were kind of blessed with our history. So it was an amalgamation of 8 colleges. Some of them have got a history of 50 years, and they were amalgamated in 2006. And in 2009, Seek.com bought the company. Okay. So if you think about our mission around everybody goes to work and employability, being part of that Seek network and that entrepreneurial network has created that foundation. And then we've just grown from there. And now
so
we're
Seek is still an owner, you say?
Not anymore. We actually transferred across to Laureate last year.
Okay, that's fascinating. And so the academics themselves, they must be different than usual academics.
They are all, about 70% of my academics also work. So they're industry practitioners. And I think because their whole focus is teaching and learning and supporting the student, not necessarily doing that research, they are incredibly industry connected.
Is there, because your own background, you started off as a stockbroker, is that right? Yeah. And you ended up Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Swinburne University. So is there any snootiness from the conventional universities towards you guys?
No, I don't think so. I think we've got a lot of work to do historically to try to change the dynamic of Australian education. I think a lot of students still tend to pick where mum and dad went, or they could end up doing medicine or law because they've got a high ATAR of 97, and we've got this kind of myth in Australia that you can't waste your ATAR. And people then decide that, no, actually I want to be a designer, or I actually want to work in hospitality or work in events. So I think what we've got to do is work to show that there's different types of education. One's not necessarily better than the other, but we've got to make sure that we're fit for purpose for the student.
Tell us about the business sector's response to the people that you're training.
stunning.
I would have thought so.
Yeah, stunning. And they're involved, so really involved, not just sitting on advisory committees. They come in, do guest lectures. At this point in time of my 10,000 students, 66% of them are out doing industry placement or work integrated learning.
While they're doing their course.
While they're doing their course.
Whether they're full-time or, I guess they're already doing it, but a lot of full-timers are getting access to industry experience while they're doing their course.
Really critical for us. One of our, I suppose, promises, as well as everybody goes to work, is that we want all our students to have an edge. And what I mean by that is I want all our students to go out with three things, with a triple threat. I want them to go out with the best discipline degree. I want them to go out with that reference from that employer. So we're working really hard to make that happen. And we also want our students to save the world. So we want them to do an interdisciplinary project. And being part of Laureate is fantastic for us.
Yeah, yeah. So what's the future for Think Education?
I think the future is really sticking to what we're good at and really continuing to be loud and proud about employment and not having that mission creep that you can sometimes get in education, and really making sure we're fulfilling these four promises for students.
Okay. Given the fact that you're on this program and you're effectively marketing what you're doing, but I don't think you've been an aggressive marketer of Think Education, have you?
Not intentionally. I mean, one of the things that we've done is we want to actually be able to deliver what we promise. So, we're here today because, today I got our retention statistics, which are stunning, 92.5%.
So you don't get many dropouts?
No, we don't, because we do a lot of work prior to people starting about being really sure that they know what they're coming to and making sure that's what they want to achieve. Okay.
And so just in a nutshell, just run through the main disciplines that you've got. You've got design, you've got hospitality.
And the best way for me to explain that to you is to actually tell you about our students, because that's really the calibre of the organisation. So, I mean, we've business, and we've actually at this point in time got Shane, who finished her business degree, is now doing it on the red carpet in LA and is working. So a wide range of innovative business programs that we deliver. William Blue, hospitality, as you know. We've got somebody last year who actually...
Natural hotels, obviously take
hotels, but their own restaurants, working all over the world now in hospitality, which is stunning. Design, all areas of design and more of the edgy areas of design, digital media, etc. And health and wellness, which is growing like topsy, because it's an area we all need.
Well, Linda, I've got to say, it's a fascinating story. The website is obviously thinkeducation.org.
edu.au.
Okay, great stuff. Thanks for joining us on the program.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Very interesting story. Okay, before our next guest, let's go to Ingrid Williams for the top business stories of the day.
Thanks very much, Peter. Well, out of blocks with